Hi everyone. So today I'm going to be talking about my agency, which is Communities in Schools of Charlotte-Mecklenburg, where they then placed me at Myers Park High School. So I want to go over a little history behind Communities in Schools. It was originally from New York City. A gentleman named Bill started it, and his goal was to have students who are at risk stay in school. So that kind of eventually trickled on to a lot of different states. I think 47 states use them or utilize communities in schools. So it's a pretty big nonprofit. But one of their mission statements is, at Communities in Schools, our mission is to surround students with a community of support, empowering them to stay in school and achieve in life. Again, this is a prevention-based program. The goal is to keep students in school and to achieve well. So some ways that we reach this goal is by individual case management. What that looks like is meeting with students one-on-one. For me and my supervisor, she is a crisis case manager, so she works with approximately 25 to 30 students. We go over their ABCs, which stands for attendance, behavior, and coursework. We want to make sure that these students stay on task. A lot of these students are a few grades behind, so our goal is to keep them and keep them moving on to the next grade and not fall even further behind. So we do have a couple students who fit our criteria but meet bi-weekly, so it's not as intensive in some of the kids' scenarios. Moving on to counseling and referrals to other agencies, that's another big resource that we use. A lot of the times, students who struggle with any mental health illnesses are referred to these agencies. We also have a psychologist on staff at Myers Park, which we work directly with as well. We also provide basic needs. So what this looks like is food, snacks, clothing, hygiene items, school supplies. At Myers Park, we do have a closet that have these items in it, besides food. So snacks and any dinner food items are kept in our office. But the closet holds all of these items, and what's great about the closet is it is donation-based, so a lot of the times the community around Myers Park will donate old used items. They'll go out and buy different hygiene products for the students, and we'll put them in the closet. And it's just a really great tool to use and a resource to have at Myers Park. So moving on, attending, monitoring, and support. What this looks like is working one-on-one with the teachers. We are just a part of the team at Myers Park, so there's different disciplines within each student's team. So again, working directly with the teachers. If a student is acting out inappropriately in class, oftentimes the teacher will reach out to us, and we'll go to the class and kind of talk to the student, assess what's going on, and find a solution, whether it is sending them back to class or bringing them back to our office. We have done both. So academic support and enrichment, this kind of goes hand in hand with monitoring and support, working one-on-one with the teachers, making sure that they are given the support that they have for the students without giving out too much information. The teachers don't necessarily need to know exactly what's going on with the student, so we want to make sure that we're not crossing that boundary. Lastly, mentoring and tutoring resources. So if a student is not doing well in class, we do have some tutoring sessions available for the students, or Myers Park will offer different tutoring sessions at different times for different subjects. So just making sure that we have all that information up to date to be able to give to the students in order for them to achieve. Moving on to client information, I was reviewing the statistics on the website of Communities in Schools. So it stated 82% of the families that we work with earn less than $35,000 a year. So once a student is enrolled in Communities in Schools, which again is a voluntary program, we work directly with the family as well. So again, if a family needs help with furniture, household items, we also work with them to keep their lights on, to pay rent if they're struggling with that area. We do have resources that will assist them in that. So we do work directly with the family as well, not just the students. Moving on to the population, again, I looked on the website and 67% of the students that we serve are Black. The next biggest population that we use, that we serve, which is at 23%, is the Hispanic community, and then 3% for the white and Asian population. So the majority of it is African Americans. Moving on to the job or internship of social work at my agency, what it would look like. Again, working directly with the teachers, with school administration, just having constant communication. A lot of the times we do have teachers who will intentionally go after different students or write them up for something small that they may not write for a different student. So just making sure that the students aren't being taken advantage of in that way, but still holding them accountable. Some roles, duties, and responsibilities. Again, weekly check-ins or bi-weekly writing referrals if necessary. Constant communications with the students, with the parents, with the staff, and any mentorship opportunities. So focusing on the micro, meso, and macro. Beginning with micro, that would look like weekly check-ins, reviewing grades, making sure the students are on task. Meso would be conducting food referrals, crisis referrals, housing referrals, anything at a little bit of a bigger serving community. Macro would be policy change. We do have some people who work with in this area. So one policy that benefits our students directly is the Every Student Succeeds Act, which has helped level out the playing field, but making sure that the students have access to the same necessities and benefits that other students have. So regarding supervisions, typically supervision is on Fridays. However, sometimes we do split it up between Thursday and Friday, but for the most part, it is on Fridays. So that's it for my agency, and I hope that you guys found this information useful and beneficial.